A day in the life of an ER nurse. Y'all ain't going to believe this story. It's a true medical story. We had a young man come in by ambulance, and he was in his early 20s, and we all knew the family. There were 7 boys. They wouldn't strike a lick at nothing. They were all cut from the same cloth, didn't work, were players and manipulators. Everyone in the ER knew all 7 of the boys and the mom and dad. He came in via ambulance for chest pain, because he had saw that ambulances come to the ER and the patients get brought right back, and he didn't want to wait. So he said his chest was hurt, and we did an EKG on him, or I did an EKG on him. EKG was normal, cardiac enzymes. Took him off the stretcher and told him to go to the waiting room. He said he wasn't going to the waiting room. My good friend heard him arguing with me, and she came over and said, "Get off the stretcher and go to the waiting room. Wait your turn to be seen." He jumped off the stretcher, and he was fit to be tied. He was mad as a wet hen, y'all, and stomped into the waiting room here in about 5 minutes. Saw him coming out of the waiting room, grab a wheelchair, and take that wheelchair out the ER doors. We were watching him on the camera. He was headed to the employee parking lot, going right towards my friend's car with that wheelchair. He knew her car. We watched him on the camera, y'all, banging her car with that wheelchair. My friend, who's a paramedic RN, that should tell you what her attitude was. She didn't take no crap from nobody. Started heading out that door. She was going to go fighting. I had to grab her around the waist, pull her back, try to stop her from going out there. I said, "He will punch you in the face. You'll be out there in the parking lot in the middle of the night, and you'll get hurt. You cannot go." And had to just physically restrain her from going out there. Slap my tail and call me a white woman. The audacity for him to take our wheelchair, damage her car with it because we put him in the waiting room. Most people are good. Most patients are so good and understanding and thankful. But the ones who aren't are the loudest and most difficult, and they show up the most often. It makes you start thinking so many people are just bad. I make myself do the numbers. The majority of people are good. It's just that the bad ones are so bad and so loud. They make our jobs and life hard. This is the things that make nurses leave the bedside.